Hey, what's the deal, people? It's your boy Big Star, Raw Sports here, rawsports.tv. Make sure you log on to the website. Make sure y'all check out the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all subscribe. Tonight, we got a special episode of Off the Court with Big Star Raw Sports live here on Instagram. This is going to be our one of our future stars episodes. Interviewing and sitting down, getting to know one of the individuals that we'll be talking about in the future. Guaranteed. This young guy's name is Olin Chamberlain Jr. Oh man, he's punctual. We're gonna get him on, and we're gonna chop it up and get to know the young fella. Little O,
Hi.
what's going on, big dog? How you feel, buddy?
Good. I'm feeling good.
I'm good. Good. Thanks for joining me, man.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be sitting here with you right now, man. I was just letting the audience know, just a quick introduction about you. I was just letting them know that this is a really special episode of, Big Star Off the Court Live. This is the first episode of the Future Stars edition. And you are definitely one of the individuals that we'll all be talking about in the future, as long as God willing, you keep grinding, keep working hard, keep doing what you do best on the court, in the classroom and all that, you'll be one of the individuals that we'll be talking about in the future. So this is the Future Stars edition, man. And I thank you and thank your family for allowing you to join me tonight, man.
No, thank you for having me.
No doubt. So we're gonna have some fun. Oh, you like having fun, right?
Love having fun.
We're gonna have some fun, man. So I'm not gonna tarry. I'm not gonna talk a whole lot. We're just gonna get right into it. All right.
All right.
So you know the format. All right. We start out with 10 random questions. You ready to have some fun?
Yes.
You ready to smile?
Yep.
Well, you already smiling, man. So that means you warmed up. You already warm, man. You already ready, man.
I always smile.
All right. So, first off, this is not a random question. I just need to know, how old are you?
I'm 13.
13.
My birthday's in November.
All right. Okay. Cool. And what grade you in now?
I'm in 7th.
Cool. All right. So Olin Chamberlain Jr., 13 years old, 7th grade. What school you go to?
Indian Valley.
Indian
Middle
Valley.
school.
All right. Got you. All right. Just want to, put set the stage for my guy, Little O, so they know who we got in front of us. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So first question, 10 random questions. Do you play any instruments?
I do. I play the violin. I've been playing the violin since 4th grade.
Oh yeah. So are you
Yeah.
pretty good?
I like to say I'm decent. I'm not all that, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Yeah.
No doubt. Well, can I let you know a little secret about Big Star?
Oh, what's up?
In elementary and middle school, I played the violin, the viola, and when I got to middle school, I played the baritone horn in 7th and 8th grade.
Yes, that's always a big emphasis on my parents. They always wanted me to play an instrument. They never wanted me to just play basketball or just play sports. They always wanted to be well-rounded. So violin and playing an instrument was always a higher priority for them.
100%. Keep that up, man. I'm upset with myself because I didn't really have a lot of mentors in my life at a young age. And so my mom had, went to the hospital, so I didn't really have anyone that kind of helped me to, stay motivated and focused on, just keeping that thing going. I wish I would have. And also, when I got to high school, I pretty much devoted all my time to basketball. I wish I would have continued playing instruments, man, because, just reading music and all that, it unlocks a whole different chamber of your brain.
Right.
That's going to help you in so many other areas of life, man. That's a whole nother language. It's like, reading music and playing music, it's like learning a whole nother language, man. So keep that going, man. And I know you are. What are the most points you ever scored in a game? Any game?
Most points that I remember scoring in a game is probably 36, I think. It was last year at a tournament in Portland, Oregon. I was playing against the Sacramento Yellow Jackets at a President's Day tournament.
Yeah.
And it was a semifinal game, and we were losing, so I had to take over, and I scored 36, but my teammates did a great job just finding me the ball. I was just hitting open shots.
Just did what you did best.
Yes.
No doubt. Um, what's one quality about yourself that you think people really appreciate?
Um, I think on the court or off the court.
Um, off the court, nothing basketball related. Just a personality quality trait.
Off the court, I think I'm pretty genuine, and I like to have fun. I think I'm pretty fun to be around,
Hmm.
and I just like hanging with my friends and having a fun time.
No doubt. And a lot of people hear your last name, Chamberlain, and that's a name that rings bells, here in Pennsylvania. So I got to ask you, because the people want to know, are you related to Wilt Still, Wilt Chamberlain?
Yes, that's my great uncle.
So you are related. Listen here, people. It's confirmed. Olin Chamberlain Jr. is related to Wilt Still. You said that's your great uncle.
Yes, my grandfather's brother.
Wow, wow, that's awesome, man. Awesome, man. Um, who's the coolest? And I know you've met probably tons of like really cool people. Who's like not going to say the coolest person that you think you've met, but just someone that you've met that was like, wow, that was pretty cool.
Um, I don't think I have like the coolest person I ever met, but people, I'm not really sure. I met a lot of cool people and stuff like that. Mike Morak for Danny Rum Classic.
Yeah,
He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
yeah,
I actually I actually wanted to do the sweeping on the courts for the Danny Rum Classic for the Danny Rum tournament,
yeah.
and I just DM'd him and asked him if I could do it, and he was really cool about it. He just said, "Sure, I just need to contact your dad," and then I just been friends with him ever since, and I just been sweeping the floor and stuff like that. It was really fun.
And
Getting
I
to know
saw
all the NBA players and stuff.
and I saw you out there too, man. That's what's up. And great
Yeah,
great job. And I'm sure your parents appreciate this quality. Great job on being assertive. Like
yeah,
like you had an idea, you saw something you wanted, you reached out, and you went for it. That's being assertive, man. That's being aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And building relationships is probably one of the most priceless things that you'll ever do in your lifetime. So that's great, man. Yeah, that's great. That's great. You keep that going. Favorite subject in school, and I mean, favorite, not really your favorite, but just a subject you enjoy. I don't want to like kind of box you in.
I would probably say ELA, English Language Arts. I love English Language Arts because I just like writing about stories and trying to convince people and stuff like and stuff. And I love writing essays and argumentative essays and stuff. I like to persuade people on my side. So yeah.
Sound like an attorney. Sound like a lawyer.
That's one of my professions I want to be when I grow up.
No doubt, no doubt. Possibly be a lawyer for athletes or something. I don't know.
Sports agent. That's
There
the
you
one of
go.
yeah, sports agent. Yeah.
Yeah, show me the money. What if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would that be? What would you choose?
Buffalo wings or hot wings, same thing.
Buffalo wings or hot wings?
Yes.
Um, all right. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to ask this question. All right. Here's how I'm at. Okay. So the current, because I know you've been to a lot of basketball games here in Pennsylvania. I see you a lot. Yeah, I see you and your dad at a lot of games. So you know a lot of the players. Philadelphia Catholic League. You know a lot of the players.
Yes.
So if there was like this big cool tournament going on in New York or New Jersey, and you had to pick 5 high school basketball players from Pennsylvania to go represent, who would you pick? Like a
Um.
high school dream team. You got a chance to pick the team. What 5 players would you pick?
Oh, for one, I would choose Jalen Stinson from Archbishop Wood. I think he's one of the most underrated players
Mm-hmm.
in his in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
The way he controls the game and the way his mid range is the lost art of mid range.
Yeah.
I just love the way he plays.
Mm-hmm.
His partner Russell Diggins,
Yes.
Jalen Duran, um, Justice
Mm-hmm.
Williams,
Yep. That's 4.
and um, we're talking about just straight Pennsylvania, not Catholic League.
Just Pennsylvania in general.
All right, yeah, and then Wooga.
And then Wooga, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Now that's definitely a dream team that I would feel confident that they would possibly bring home the chip.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome, man. Two last questions in the 10 random questions. Favorite cartoon, if you watch cartoons.
Favorite cartoon, Arthur.
Arthur?
I don't know. Yeah.
No doubt.
CBS. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
All right. So which one, last question, which one sticks out to you the most? Like if you were in a game, which one would you want to have in the box score? Would you rather have 50 points, 15 assists, 25 rebounds, or 10 steals? Matter of fact, yeah, 10 steals. 50 points, 15 assists, 25 rebounds, or 10 steals. Which one would you rather have?
I'd probably say 25 rebounds.
Okay.
Me also being a guard and 50 points like happens a lot, and the steals is 10 steals, but 25 means you were dominant. You're all on the glass and stuff. And I 25 rebounds sounds like a lot to me. So
No doubt.
yeah.
No doubt. All right, cool, man. So we about to get into some other stuff, man. So my regular questions, two things, just want to mention real quick. In the event that the reception goes out and you can't hear me or anything like that, just go out, like just exit out of the live, and then go back and then request it again.
Okay.
All right, so hopefully that doesn't happen though, because we've been smooth so far. And also, just want to let the people know at the very end of this interview with Olin Chamberlain Jr., we're going to have a Q&A. Olin, we're going to let the people ask some questions. Already, Jay Schluchter said, ask Olin about the Jamaica Experience. We're not going to answer that now, but that's going to be one of the questions. See, I'm writing some questions down. So if anybody has some questions for O, I'm writing them down, and we're going to get to the people's questions at the very end. Is that cool?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So my first question, or just something that I want you to elaborate on, is just describe yourself. Well, you've already described yourself kind of at the beginning, but just just kind of tell the people who Olin Chamberlain is, man. For anyone who doesn't know, little O.
I think I'm a relaxed, chill guy who loves hanging out with his friends, and just loves to have fun. Yeah,
No doubt. How do
relax.
you
Yeah.
think your parents would describe you?
I think they would describe me as, well, I'm around them. I'm just crazy, funny, energetic, loud.
Loud.
Yeah.
What
Like
about
when I'm playing
Yeah,
when I'm
go ahead.
playing Fortnite when I'm playing Fortnite or something like that, they always come down and say you're being way too loud. So
No doubt.
yeah.
How would any of your coaches, whether it's your middle school coach or AAU coaches, how do you think they describe you?
I think they would describe me as I think I'm a pretty good leader on the floor. Um, I think I'm pretty likable by my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Um, During the game, I don't think I get too flustered or rattled by mistakes or anything like that I do. I think I'm just trying to stay level headed, and I think yeah, so my coach would describe me as that.
No doubt. And what about lastly, school teachers? How do you think your school teachers would describe you in the classroom if they had to?
I think my school teachers describe me as attentive. Um, I always participate. I raise my hand a lot in class,
No doubt.
and yeah,
Raise your hand. No calling out, little O. You gotta raise no calling out.
yeah.
No doubt. Tell me about your family, man. Just each of your family members. Describe each one to me briefly.
So I have an older sister. Her birthday's coming up, May 11th. Uh, she's always tries to come to my games. She's turning 25. She's always trying to come to some of my games. She's always there, and love her. My other sister, she's 19. Um, she goes to college at Millersville,
Okay.
and she's always super helpful with me. Actually, just yesterday, I lost my AirPods in the car, and we both know my dad was gonna be mad because my dad's just crazy. So we were up all night till like 1 o'clock in the morning trying to find them, and she finally found them for me.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And
Who
then
else?
my mom. My mom's always there for me when my dad gets kind of crazy. Um, my dad, I love my dad. My dad's like always tells me right from wrong. no matter like how harsh it could be, like he always tells me like straight up um what it is and how it doesn't matter how he says it, but I know what point he's trying to get across.
No doubt, no doubt. That's everybody. That's the immediate family right there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
So just
then
curious.
my grandma.
No,
My grandma, you can hear her at all my games. If she's there, you can definitely hear her before you see her.
no doubt.
Yeah, she's
No.
loud, but I love her.
So when I'm at any of your games, if I just hear that loud voice, I'll be able to spot that's grandma.
That's grandma.
No
Yeah.
doubt. Um, are you guys a sports? I mean, I know you have like the Chamberlain, bloodline and just kind of what it means, probably synonymous with sports. But are you guys a sports family? Is that like what you guys? Or you just you a little O just plays basketball? Are you guys sports family or not?
We're a sports family. I like to say both of my sisters played soccer in high school, and they
Okay.
played for their club teams. My dad played basketball in high school, a little bit in college, but my mom didn't play that many sports except track in high school. But so we're a sports family.
No doubt, no doubt. And how tall is your dad, if you don't mind me asking? He's a pretty big guy.
Uh, 6'5".
6'5". Gotcha. So do you
Yeah.
think you'll be like in the 6-ish range, or is that or are you out of range?
Uh, I'm not sure, but probably 6'2", 6'3", probably.
No doubt, no doubt. What else? What else? I mean, majority of kids, growing up in the neighborhood, play other things just because, sports are fun. Are there any other sports that you play currently besides basketball or that you've played in the past?
I used to play football
Hmm.
um, back like 2 or 3 years ago, and then this year I started playing soccer again. I made the school soccer team.
Okay.
Um, I think soccer actually really helped me a lot with transfer to basketball because you have to be really good shape to play soccer. Like
Hmm.
you're always running up and down the field.
Yep.
Um, I was gonna do track before school got canceled, but
Okay. So you're
yeah,
going to do track and field.
yes.
Got you. More sprints, long distance, field events, or what do you think you would have done?
I probably would have done a short distance, and then probably long jump or high jump.
Okay, got you. We're going to show them the hops, huh?
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. Any other activities? So, regarding school, you play the violin. Any other activities like any student government things? Any other any other things you participate in, at school or
Uh,
or,
I
or in
was
the
class.
community?
I was class secretary this year for my school,
Hmm. And what
and
does that
then
entail? Explain that to the people anyone who doesn't know. What does that mean?
there's these four this these four offices you can run through. It's president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer.
Hmm.
So I ran for treasurer last year, and I got elected to be treasurer. And it's basically you have to come up with decisions to help the school and like plan fun events and stuff for the school.
Okay, got you. Any other activities or in the school or in the community?
My mom and I, before the virus, we used to volunteer like every Wednesday, or we try to go every single Wednesday at a food pantry called Shepherd's Self,
Okay.
and we try to do that every so often just to give back.
Yeah, and we're just curious. Let's stop there for a second. What is that experience like? Two-part question. What is that food pantry volunteering experience like? And what do you think you've gained or learned from that experience?
It honestly opens my eyes up so much. Like it humbles me just like to notice how much I have and not don't people don't have that as much as me, and it humbles me to be grateful for everything that I have.
No doubt, no doubt. That's awesome, man. Well, I commend you and I applaud you on, just being able to. I mean, that's a really. If we're talking about being rich and wealthy, that's a really wealthy experience. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because the relationships that you build are priceless, and being able to help people is probably one of the most. It's like the most blessed thing that you can ever do, just helping people and giving back, man. So continue to do that, man. Continue to look for ways that you can be of service and helping people out. That's awesome. Um, what do you want to be when you grow up?
If I'm not a basketball player, I would love to be a sports agent. So this quarantine, my dad and I are doing this thing called 5 projects in 5 weeks.
Oh wow.
Um, So my first project for the first week is being a sports agent. Like, what are the stuff you have to do to be a sports agent? What are the educational you have to do to be a sports agent? So I got all that done. I made a slideshow about it. So my next step is meeting with a sports agent.
Wow.
So I'm trying to find a sports agent to meet with right now, and I found one. So I'm probably gonna set up a meeting in the next few days to try
Wow.
to do it over a Zoom call.
That's pretty awesome, man. So this is, pretty much, all of your own kind of like ambition. And this is something that you really, it seems like something that it doesn't seem like your dad is pulling you in this direction. Like, come on, do this. It seems like you're excited about it. Just by the way that you explain it to me, it seems like you're really excited about it.
Yes, I would love to be a sports agent in the future because I don't know, I just love being in the image of me being in a suit, going to a sports game, and just representing the sports player.
The guy behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Getting the deals done.
yes, and James Clark actually helped me with the sports agent. I asked him to help me if he knew any sports agents, and he actually gave me the guy.
No doubt. It's I'm sure it has to be a book out there on like the business of basketball. You know what I mean? Like basketball is a business, man. So if you can really
Right.
understand, which I'm sure you already are doing research on it, like the business of basketball and the behind the scenes stuff that drives that machine. I mean, that's where it's at. You don't always have to be the guy on the front line out there, up and down the court, running around entertaining people. A lot of the people that are really getting it done are the ones behind the scenes, because that's where a word that I'm sure you understand is longevity. That's where the
Right.
longevity is. You can be behind the scenes forever, but you can't necessarily be on the court forever. You know what I'm saying?
Like Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka, I was watching the Fab Five documentary. I didn't have no idea he played with the Fab Five.
hmm
And then I was watching the documentary and he actually played basketball. So
hmm
he used that to his advantage.
Exactly. Yep. Speaking of basketball, why do you like basketball? What is it about dribbling the ball that does it for you, that excites you? Like why basketball?
I'm not really sure. I don't know. As soon as I've been born, I just I don't know. I just love basketball. Just the dribbling and the competitive nature of me to always try to work hard and try to be better than the next person.
hmm
I just I just love it. I don't know. Like
no,
that.
no doubt, no doubt. And due to us, like being on pause from business as usual as far as games and community stuff like that. How have you been keeping yourself busy at home with your workouts and all that kind of stuff?
So I have a few weeks ago when the quarantine started we knew we were going to be here for a while. My dad and I came up with a schedule, so I wrote out a schedule and he approved it. So my schedule consists of like just waking up in the morning around 9 o'clock, and then getting my schoolwork done right from the beginning, and then after that, run 2 miles on the treadmill.
hmm
So you then get extracurricular work in, and
Uh-huh.
then after that I go. I actually after that, nah, sorry. After that, I go on a Zoom call with Dennis Stanton
hmm
from every Tuesday and Thursday. Just practicing dribbling drills and stuff like that, and then
Uh-huh.
try to get as much shots in as possible with my dad every day.
No doubt, that's awesome, man. That inspires me. I need to structure my day like that, man. Got it all mapped out. That's awesome. Describe what type player you are. For if there's anyone watching this that's never seen you play, describe the type player you are.
I'm a guard that loves to get my team involved, but I can score when I have to.
hmm
Um, I'm still working on getting consistent jump shot, but I think I'm getting there. And yes, it's getting in the lane. I think I need to work on that too, but I'm still getting there.
No doubt, no doubt. What do you what would you say are some of your strengths? Some of the things that you already kind of like talked about them, but just pinpoint like some of your strengths, some of the things that you think some of your coaches appreciate about your game and all that.
I think I think I'm pretty good at getting people involved early and getting my teammates involved and trying to make my teammates better.
hmm
Um, and I think I think I have pretty good decision making. Get in the lane and drop a dime, or get in the lane, kick it back out. I think that's probably two of my major suits.
Got you. And also, this is another thing that you already. I mean, you're pretty much like way ahead of me. Every question that I want to ask, you pretty much already touch on it. But if you can just re-clarify, just break down again some things you still want to improve about your game as you make the transition to 8th grade and then to high school. What are some things that you want to work on and improve on?
I think the perimeter, shooting my threes, catch and shoot three, shot into the dribble, threes. I think I really need to improve on that. Defense, lateral movement.
Uh-huh.
I think that goes unsaid. I need to slide my feet way better. I think nobody really talks about the defensive end in basketball that much, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one thing everyone should pride themselves on, just defense.
Yep, makes sense. Who's if you had to go watch some film and study someone in the NBA or college or something like that who's a great defender that you can kind of pattern your defense after, what film would you watch? Who would you watch?
Gary Payton.
GP, the glove.
I love Gary Payton is honestly one of my favorite players of all time because I love his defense, his intensity, and the way he talks trash.
No
I just love
doubt.
that.
No doubt. It's funny. That was going to be my next question. Yo, Dale, I'm telling you, you are so on it, dog. Look, if you can read this, what does that say? Where is it? Question number 12. Let me see. 12. What does that say?
Oh, I can't really see it. So
Oh, it says favorite NBA player, old school and new school. You just said Gary Payton's one of your favorite players. I told you, you on it, man. Me and you are vibing right now, man. So my next question was going to be, who's your favorite NBA players? A new school and then an old school player.
So my favorite player of all time is Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
That's my favorite player of all time. I love his mentality, what he brings to the game. And then my favorite player right now is probably Luka or Devin Booker.
Got you. And what is it?
I just
No, go ahead.
uh, I just uh the package they have. They can shoot off the dribble, they can shoot mid range. They can score on all three levels. They have an all around game.
No doubt, no doubt. I see you at pretty much the majority of the big games that I'm at, in the Philadelphia Catholic League or just different games like, the Iverson Classic. I always see you and your dad, in the building.
Right.
So do you ever sit back and wonder like what it's going to be like when it's your time on that stage, playing high school basketball and all that, So do you ever think about that? And then you just kind of, what are your thoughts when you sit and dream, laying on your bed, throwing the ball up to the ceiling? What are your thoughts when you think about the future?
I always think about that, playing in front of like millions of fans, thousands of
Imagine
fans.
down at the Palestra.
Right. Like thousands of fans just when I hit the game winning shot. Like I think I can do that if I just keep working hard. And I think that will come.
For sure, for sure. So what dreams do you have? Do you have, every kid dreams. What dreams do you have? What goals do you have for yourself? Whether, basketball, not basketball, just anything that you didn't mention. Any other just dreams you have?
Well, ultimately, I just want to get a D1 scholarship because I can unleash like so many other opportunities. Like I mentioned, being a sports agent, and then if I'm lucky enough, or if I work hard enough, I can possibly make it to the NBA.
No doubt, no doubt. So real quick, just sum up. One thing we didn't talk about yet was your middle school basketball career. So far, I say career, like you've been playing middle school hoops for like ever. So you played. What's the middle school you go to again?
Indian Valley.
Indian Valley. So you've played only at middle school. You can only play starting in 7th grade. Is that at Indian Valley? Or you can play in 6th grade as well.
No, you can only start at 7th grade.
All right, so your first middle school, school season was this past year?
Yes.
So how'd that go?
It went really good, or pretty good. I think we lost 2 games.
Okay.
The 2 games that we lost, it wasn't a great job on my end. I missed a couple of shots. I missed a lot of shots, and I didn't have a really great game. But my teammates had a really great season, and it was a great season because I got to play with my classmates and my friends,
Yeah.
and that experience was just really good.
That's awesome, man. And now just briefly, tell the people about your AAU experience so far. How long you've been playing, what teams you played for, up to this point.
So I started AAU in third or fourth grade. I played with Philly Triple Threat.
Mm-hmm.
That was just probably one of the best experiences of my life, playing with Philly Triple Threat, because I didn't know what AAU really was until I started playing.
Yeah.
Then we heard about all these traveling tournaments and stuff. Going to Maryland, going to New Jersey every other week.
Uh-huh.
It was crazy, and then I went with the Gauchos, for a little bit. Um, the Gauchos was also a great experience because playing in the legendary Gauchos gym,
Uh-huh.
that was just so fun. The experience, going to nationals, winning the national championship
Oh, you
with the
won a national
Gauchos.
championship.
Yes, fifth grade national championship,
Wow. What was that
Division One.
experience like? What was that experience like, man? Tell me about that.
Uh, Honestly, when I went to Florida, it was in Florida.
Uh-huh.
When I went to Florida, I honestly didn't think we were gonna win the national championship. I just thought we were going there for the experience. My dad was like, it's all about the experience, all about the experience the whole time. And further we went, Sweet 16, Elite Eight, Final Four, we just started winning. We just kept winning and winning and winning, and then national championship, we were just holding up the trophy.
I know that's right. That's awesome, man. So, and that was the fifth grade. And then from then, what else?
And then I played for Team Final Feedons for a little bit, and then this year I'm playing with Team Final,
Uh-huh.
seventh grade.
Gotcha.
Uh, great group of guys. Really fun to be around. Uh, I think I think we just started, but I think we're getting really close, and
Yeah.
great guys to be around.
No
Yeah,
doubt, no doubt. Well, I'll definitely look forward to seeing you rocking out with Team Final, man. And yeah, I'm excited, man. That's awesome, man. Many more national championships coming your way, man.
hopefully.
What advice? It's interesting because usually I ask older guys, older players, what advice do you have for younger players? But I mean, if I can say, and I'm sure your parents would appreciate this, you have so much insight for individual, for a young man of your age. So I believe that all people, all ages, all genders will benefit from hearing you speak. So if you can, what's some advice that you would give to not only younger players, but players your age, players older than you? Give. Okay, all right. Two-part questions. I'm gonna challenge you right now.
Yeah.
So let's give some advice to some athletes younger than you, your age, and older. And then I want you to give just some general advice, just some life advice, just on
Right.
keys to success or whatever, just anything. So first, athletes, give athletes advice.
So I would just say try to do something productive every single day. That doesn't always have to be dribbling a basketball. I could be watching film. That could be running 2 miles. That could be doing push-ups. That it doesn't always have to be dribbling a basketball. So try to do something productive every single day to make yourself better.
No doubt. And what advice would you have for people just in general, people who don't play basketball, just life advice, things that could possibly, inspire someone or help someone to be successful in whatever they're doing, whether they're a janitor or a ice cream man, whatever.
Right. I would just say have a goal, have a passion for something that you do. If you have a passion for something that you do, that would make waking up and so much better. Like my passion is basketball, my passion is school. So every single day I wake up, I'm trying to be the best at basketball. I'm trying to be the best student that I could possibly be.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, I appreciate that, and I received that myself, man. One thing that I take from you is I'm going to really schedule my day much better. I'm gonna have a schedule. I'm gonna let my wife approve it, make sure I'm on point, and I'm going to make sure I'm maximizing, each day, setting goals for myself. I mean, I'm a positive person. I'm a happy person. I love waking up. I love going to work. I love, cameras. I love interviews. So, similar to yourself, I wake up and I really anticipate like, maximizing and just, seeing what I can do, every day, man. I just
Right.
love it, man. So I appreciate that advice. I received that myself, young fella. Lastly, man, we cannot close this thing out. Oh, real quick. I just want to remind the people, I appreciate all the viewers. If you're just tuning in, you're tuning in to Big Star Off the Court Live with my man Little O, Olin Chamberlain Jr. We're about to wrap up soon, but if you guys have any questions, listen, this is a treat right here. If you guys have any questions, I've been writing them down. Ask your questions in the comment section, and we'll get to them at our Q&A before we wrap up. So before we wrap up, though, we have to talk about your parents. We already talked about them earlier, but I want you to do something special right now because I'm sure your dad, your family's probably watching. Talk directly to your parents right now. Pretend it's just you and them two in the room, just your parents. All right. Give them a message for all the sacrifices, all the driving to AAU games, all the money spent. Talk to them about all their sacrifices that they've made for you so far, that they're currently making, and that they're going to make in the future. Talk to your family, man. Talk to your parents.
I thank you guys so much. Every single weekend, you guys have a tournament. You guys can be just at home chilling, but you guys always drive me to every single tournament that I have. You guys take me every single practice, even though it's 60 minutes away, even though it's 50 minutes away in the city. You guys could just be at home doing nothing, but you guys really invest in me and really take me everywhere that I need to go to try to make me a better player and a better person. So thank you guys.
No doubt. I'm sure they appreciate that, man. So I'm sure somewhere upstairs somebody's probably got a box of tissues out, man. No doubt. All right, so now it's time for the people, Little O. We're gonna turn it over to the people, and let the people ask Little O some questions. So I had a few things here that I wrote down from earlier. Somebody said, ask Little O about the Jamaica experience. Tell me about that. What's all about the Jamaica experience?
The Jamaica experience was a phenomenal experience. I got to meet so many great people. I had to wake up at 6 a.m, which I thought it was going to be hard, but it wasn't that hard. And the people that I think I touched when I went to Jamaica was so like eye-opening because they came in without any shoes. They came in without sometimes not even a shirt on. I brought some shoes from my house with them to give to them. It was just so eye-opening to see how much they didn't have that much, and how I could give back, teaching them how to shoot, teaching them how to dribble, just stuff like that. Just really eye-opening to me.
No doubt, that's awesome. Somebody else a while back said, they wanted to know. They said, tell them about the ankle breaker. What's Sean McDevitt said the ankle breaker? Something in middle school, the ankle breaker. You made somebody fall or something.
I think it was against a North Penn school. I was coming down the court. I did a weak move. It was a decent move. It was a decent move. I think the kid might have tripped on the screen. I'm not sure, but he fell back. He fell back and fall. Did behind the back, step back, and shot it, and I made it. And then everyone went crazy.
You ended it with the James Harden, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
No doubt. Just writing down a question right here. Colin wants to know, what's your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge is probably not getting burnt out, because I try to do as much work as I can, and sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. But I know I have to put in that work if I want to be the best.
No doubt. Someone, Sharan, CHEERAN 1906 wants to know, do you ever get mad and think of quitting or frustrated, I guess?
It kind of goes along with the last one. I don't really think of quitting that much, but sometimes I get mad and frustrated. I don't want to pick up the ball. I don't want to play because something that happened in the game, or my dad's getting on me, or something like that I just don't want to pick up the ball. But then I just love it too much to put it down.
No doubt. It keeps calling you, huh?
Yeah.
No doubt. Somebody wants to know, I forget who it was. Let me see. Well, they wanted to know, who's your greatest influence?
Greatest influence is probably my dad. My dad just gives it to me straight up, and he's so honest. But we love to have fun. We love to have fun with each other. He always makes me laugh. Long car rides to Virginia and Maryland are the best. Too bad we're missing him right now, but I really miss those trips with him.
No doubt. Kayla Chamberlain. This is a good question here. Who's Kayla? Let the people know let the people know who Kayla Chamberlain is.
That's my sister that's in college.
All right. She wants to know who's the best cook in the house. Listen, with the question mark at the end, and she had that emoji face, like who's the best cook in the house, little O?
She's gonna get me in trouble. I don't know. It's a tie between the. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
So we just gonna leave it at that. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just leave it at that. Let's leave it at that.
You're a wise man. You're a very wise man. You're very wise. Let me see. I'm trying to see who it was. Somebody at Joe Haas-Benstein wants to know what's your favorite part of the middle school crowd?
I love the liveliness they have. They're always hyped up. Whenever someone makes a basket, they go crazy. That's a great crowd right there.
No doubt. We got a great question from Born Leader Family, BLF in the building. Charles Jones, my guys. Born Leader Family wants to know, what's your definition of a leader?
My definition of a leader is either leading by example or leading leading by vocal, leading by talk, to try to get a goal that everyone wants to get, leading them to a goal, leading everyone to a goal that they want to get.
Got you. Awesome, man. Aiden Brody wants to know, who's the hardest player you had to guard?
Hardest player that I ever had to guard. It's probably that Jamal Brown kid. He's 2025. He's like 6'4", 6'5", plays like a wing.
Mm-hmm.
I almost got dunked on by him, but I'm not gonna say I got dunked around. Like he dunked on the side of me. So it was a fast break. I just let him go.
No doubt. So a dunk around is not officially a dunk on.
Nah, I never got dunked on before in my life. I'd rather give up 2 points. I say, here you go.
the dunk around. I like that. He ain't dunk on me, dunked around me.
Not dunk on me.
Yo, that's funny. I love that. Olin, your dad wants to know, Olin Chamberlain, your pop wants to know, who's been working with you in the driveway during quarantine? Who's been working out with you?
My mom has been getting my rebounds.
Okay.
And I go to 5 spots. My mom's been getting my rebounds. But every Saturday morning after my virtual workout with Dennis Stan, my dad comes out and we do floaters. Because he's 6'5", he has the long wingspan and stuff. So I try to shoot over him, just to simulate game-like shots.
No doubt. Awesome. Shout out to Mom Dukes, man. You gonna remember them rebounds in the future, man. Who's the best Fortnite player in 2025 team final?
That would be me. Nah, I know. Probably like Kiev or Paul or Mir, like someone like that. They're always on the game. They're pretty good.
No doubt. These questions are awesome, man. Everybody keep the questions flowing. These questions are awesome, and O is just knocking them out the park. Are you ever intimidated by other players on different teams?
I wouldn't say no, not really. Like my dad always says, they put their pants on the same way I do.
No doubt.
I mean, when I should be confident in myself with the work I put in, to be confident in myself to play with anybody.
No doubt.
Regardless of age.
Amir Nelson wanted to know, who's the best defender? This is a good question. Who's the best defender that's ever guarded you? Somebody that kind of like was locking you up a little bit, Lil O.
Other than my dad, I would say, actually, I don't even know his name. That's crazy. He plays for Team Takeover. He's a really good defender. He had me on locks a couple of times, but he's a really good defender. I have to say that.
No doubt. VT Born to Win wants to know, what did Claude Gross Sr. teach you?
Claude Gross Sr. Philadelphia basketball legend. Rest in peace. He taught me the importance of basketball games, just different moves. The importance of mid range.
Mm-hmm.
The mid range, like, anybody watching my games, they know mid range is a big part of my game. So, just he taught me the mid range, how important it was, and I'll use it as one of my main shots in my game.
No doubt. Collins Sadowski wants to know who's your favorite college player?
My favorite college player, Cole Anthony,
Cole
probably.
Anthony?
Or no. Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards out of Georgia.
No doubt.
I think he's so versatile. He has a nice jump shot. I really like him.
No doubt. Some good questions coming from this Colin Sadowski. What's your mindset before a game? Kind of like what's, half an hour, hour before a game? What's, where do you go in your mind to kind of get you ready?
I try to zone everybody out. Maybe listen to some music on the ride to the game. Not really joke around with my teammates. Try to stay focused. Try to stay laser focused. Just try to get in the mood of the game. Dennis Dan, he's taught me like to visualize the game. I try to visualize myself crossing somebody up and shooting the jump shot. Visualize myself hitting a game-winning three. Visualize myself at the free throw line knocking down 2 clutch free throws. Just the practice of visualization.
Got you. Who's the worst Fortnite player you know?
I have no idea.
Another great one from Born Leader Family. What is your best attribute as a point guard?
My best attribute as a point guard, probably staying calm in games. When stuff don't go my way, I try not to throw a tantrum or try not to get mad. I just try to stay level headed.
Got you. What guards do you like to watch on film? If you ever scroll into YouTube, some guards you watch to kind of, get some pointers or inspire you. Who do you watch?
Well, my favorite point guard of all time is Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I love to watch Magic Johnson. And behind the back, no look passes. I try to implement that in my game.
No doubt. Joe Halstenbenstein wants to know, what's your go-to dribble move on a fast break? If you want to break, is there a certain move that you have that you're confident with that gets you where you want to go?
Probably in and out crossover, in and out hezzy. It's probably my go-to move. I think I got some people with that move.
Got you. A couple more. You got time. The questions are flowing, man. So I don't want to hold you too long, but I want to wrap up pretty soon. How about 5 more questions from the people, then we'll wrap up. Is that good for you?
Yep. Fine.
All right. So 5 more. Who's your favorite? Kayla Chamberlain again with another goodie. Who's your favorite music artist? We didn't talk about. Did we talk about music? Well, who's your favorite music artist?
Of all time, it's Tupac.
Tupac.
Easy. Yes.
A favorite song in particular?
I would say a lot of them. Me and My Girlfriend, I like that one. To Live and Die in LA is probably one of my favorite ones.
No doubt. Favorite player you've played with?
I play with a lot of great players. There's a lot of great players around me. Team Final, probably one of my favorite teams to play with. Gauchos, they had a lot of killers on the team. Team Final has a lot of killers. So probably, there's too many good players. I can't name one. Yeah.
No doubt. All right, people, listen. We let me see. When can Vaughn Taylor get his rematch?
As soon as you come out here, as soon as I come out there, I'm ready.
No doubt. A lot of good questions. I'm just filtering through them because you've answered a lot of these already, trying to find a brand new one, something unique. What's your dream college to play for?
My dream college to play for. Any college that give me a Division I scholarship, I'm happy with.
No doubt. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Great. true businessman. You know, you understand the bit. Listen, nope, nope. Just show me the money.
That's right.
Do you consider yourself a clutch player?
I think I can be pretty clutch at times. Sometimes I miss a few free throws. Sometimes it doesn't always go my way. Sometimes I miss a few shots, but I think I'm getting better, and I'll be a more consistent player in the clutch at when it comes in time.
All right, one more good question, people. Send me a good one. I want to ask little O a really good one. Okay, and we'll end it with this. From some of these Instagram names, the Mason Veer. It's a really good question. He asks, what made you drive and work so hard? What's the fuel to your fire and you know, kind of motivate you? You've kind of like answered this, you know, in you know, in certain ways, but what's the fuel to your fire? What drives you? What makes you work so hard? I'm sorry.
My passion for basketball. I just love basketball, and basketball is gonna like help me unleash so many other opportunities. Get me to high school, get me to college. I can be a sports agent through basketball. Basketball is just gonna unleash so many opportunities, and it's just a great game.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, that's pretty much it, man. I don't have any more questions. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about or mention that I didn't mention, or anything you want to say before we wrap up?
No, thank you so much for having me. Such an honor. Thank you so much.
No doubt. Well, it's definitely an honor to have you off the court with Big Star, man. Thank you so much for allowing the viewing audience, the Raw Sports family, you know, to get the opportunity, get the chance to know you in a different type of way. Continue to, you know, do everything that you're doing, man. You know, it seems like you and your family have a really good, you know.
Got a Raw Sports shirt on.
Yeah. Yeah, hold it up. Yeah. Represent Raw Sports family, my God. Look at that, representing. I appreciate that, man. Yo, that means so much to me, little O. That means so much. Dad said, ask it up. He held it up, Pop. I appreciate that, man. That means so much to me, man. You know, just the support that I have from you, that I have from your family. You guys have been Big Star's like #1 supporters, man. I can't thank you guys enough. You know, continue doing everything that you're doing in your life regarding playing the violin, the student government stuff, the five projects in 5 days, being a good son, working hard, you know, just making your family proud, man. That's what it's all about, man. Just continue to fly high, continue to do what you do best, man. And I have one request.
Yep.
Hopefully it's a small request. Your dad will understand what I mean by this, your dad and your mom. My wife, I'm glad my wife is not here because she would be like, Star. She already knows. She probably already would know what I'm about to ask. My wife, people call me like the Fred Sanford. I'm like Fred Sanford. You know who Fred Sanford is? You ever watch Sanford and Son?
Sanford and Son? Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, I watched a little bit.
That's me. I'm a junk collector. I have a basement full of junk, just all kinds of random stuff. I have like an old magazine, you know, clippings, you know, newspaper articles, something that Lonnie Walker signed for me, just random stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like posters, just all kinds of weird things. I have a request to be able to add to my junk collection, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
If there's ever a day that you're about to throw away a pair of sneakers and throw them in the trash and say, you know what, I'm throwing these in the trash. Can you think of me?
I got you. I have a lot of shoes that I grew out of.
And just sign both of them, and with your number, and just set them aside for me, and I'll get them in the future.
I got you. I got it.
Thank you. So whatever, if it's just don't throw them away. Just think of Fred Sanford.
Right.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, little O. Again, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Whenever, you know, God willing, the world opens back up, I can see you on the court. I look forward to seeing you, man, and you know, continuing what we do, man.
All right.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much. All right.
All right.